Hello everybody. So today was my 16th CAP session and it was amazing. It was filled with, I believe, almost 20 people. We had two CAP facilitators. There was Hiske and Ellen. Now, while everybody was sitting down, you could feel the nervous energy in the room because there was so many people. And somebody had to go in the middle. I didn't go in the middle, but I didn't mind because I know in the middle it's very intense. And somebody was placed in the middle, but she also didn't want to go in the middle. She was like, "Oh, this is my first time. I don't want to go." It was cute. So at first they did an introduction, then they did a demo on a couple of people so that people saw what was happening, and then the session started. And this session was unlike anything I've experienced before. Unlike anything, like literally. In the beginning, I just saw a person from my own life, and I saw me with love saying goodbye to her, saying, "We've had love, and now we have to say goodbye in love because it's over, it's done. Love wants us to be free." So after that was done, it was quite weird because you really feel it, like that letting go. It's like something in you has to die almost. Some thought form, some belief. Yeah, and then it was only like gratitude for everything that I've experienced with the person. And then the real show started. So I saw this light being come to me, and it gave me this Shaktipat, and all of a sudden there is a vibration that started. And like the vibration was so deep, and there was like a black hole from that vibration, and it was sucking my beingness, my I-ness into it, completely sucking it until nothing was left, until no one was left. And then there was only the sense, the awareness, I'm alive. And this is so funny because last time when I did the CAP session, there were impulses to make sounds, to shout, to make mudras and chant aloud, but there was a block in my body that was blocking it. And so I did some transpersonal work on it at home, and this time when it finally came to it, I noticed the block wasn't there anymore. So there was a shouting in the body. There was a shouting. There were like, I was chanting very loudly. I was very ecstatic, very exuberant, like woohoo, 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 woohoo. And there were like deep sounds. And what was interesting is that you feel in the body that there's a movement of energy that wants to make this sound. And it's like you have to find the right spot. It's like a pendulum. It's like woo, 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 woo. And then it's like it really like it's like an expression of existence, like it's so powerful and it's so transcending because in that experience there's no I-ness. There's only the experience of expression, pure creative expression, and it's so liberating. It's so filled with so much love energy. And how can I say this? When the expression happens, it's complete. Like the movement, the whatever happens, it's complete, done. It's a thing on its own. It's like a ritualistic thing that's like, and then it's done. It's so amazing to witness, like something is created out of nothing. Then, after that, started to clap in the hands, like really loud, and make these shamanic sounds. Like, I don't know where it was coming from, why it was shamanic, but there was constantly shamanic sounds making. And then there were angels that I saw were coming around me. And one of the angels said, look up, chin up, everything's fine. And they said, rise. So they took me up, and then we started to chant together aloud, Elohim, Elohim, like that all the time. And then there was this thought, like, how can we help these people? And then there were like electrical cords attached to every person in the room. And in the middle, there was like a center where every cord was connected. And like, all of a sudden, it's like I got electrocuted or something. And I had this sword in my hand. I had this like armor on. Yeah, it was like an armor. I don't know how to describe it. And my wings were like completely open. And we started to channel our energy onto that point to charge it up. And it was like, you know, the pendulum, like, it's like from the core of the depth of your own deepness, it's like it's arising, and it has to be full power. It's not like something that's graduating. It's like full power, like a total eruption, total explosion. And it was so beautiful, because once it was charged, then I could see the energy started to travel to the people, and I could hear them scream. I could hear them react to it. And then we kept making sounds, vibrations, like interacting with other people. It was it was like, honestly, I wasn't there. Like, I did not exist as my personality while all of that was happening, because he probably wouldn't have allowed it to be expressed or to be done. And then also I took my shirt off. I did a headstand, which was a bit weird, but my body just did it, and I felt the energy. It was like the energy was just moving in the body, centering in the body, adjusting the body. Then there was this, I felt how I had like wings, like angel wings, and I started flapping and flapping and flapping and flapping and flapping in the whole room to clean it up or something. And it was so strangely nice. It was like most strange experience that you can talk about, but it was so beautiful and so nice. Then I saw the world, and I saw light beings being activated in the world. And like the whole world had like beings of light on it, and you could see it. Like, and then a voice said, this is my will. And then I saw at a certain point, when everything cooled down, I started to see my own chakras. And there was this question of how can I unveil my gifts that I've gotten from God. And then this stream of energy started to come into my body, and every chakra would be like compressed with dense energy, and it would be like crystallized. And then I realized all the gifts are here. You just have to allow it to stream, and then everything will come out naturally. It will all be pure expression. Then I saw the facilitator's chakras. I saw one of the facilitators, she had chakras, and I saw what every chakra, what state it was in. Like the first was okay, the second was a bit muddled, the third one was a bit constricted, the fourth one was a bit covered, and I saw that. I told her afterwards. I saw myself clearly that I really need to learn Reiki and some psychotherapeutic approaches. That I definitely need to do this KAP facilitator training. But like this whole experience for me, like, I had a breakthrough, because to be able to make those sounds. It's not like you're making the sounds. It's like you're just being, and the sounds are completely expressed and echoed in your body and in your consciousness. And they are so completely powerfully charged. It's like unveiling of something magnificent. And your body, it reaches for these notes, and it sounds really interesting, like the sounds that are being made, the fluting, like the words that are sometimes being said or chanted. Like at a certain point, there was chanting of lam, vam, like these mantras. At the end, my body just went and disposed like a mountain. Just set like a mountain, like so geometrically aligned, like a triangle and stable. And then I felt this energy presence come over the body, cover the body, and then I saw this energy presence arise before my eyes, and it started to interact, it started to do things. Yeah, this experience, it's like, it's so crazy, but I realized that the more letting go, the more I'm able to let go from session to session, the more visceral and embodying the experiences, because there's no interference, because there's no blockages. So there's more of expression of your totality. I remember at one point, I sat on my heels, like in a squat position, and a deep shouting wanted to come out. And I felt it couldn't just start, because my voice is not trained for that. So there had to be like a gradual, like a build up, like a momentum. So it was like and then it started, and it reached so many layers. It was fucking epic. Like that feeling when you feel it in your body, it's like unreal. It's truly, totally liberating. I'm so grateful for being able to do KAP, because KAP, it's really teaching me about being, about just being, about life, about perception. Everything is perception. Every impression that is seen, everything that's experienced, it's all modeled by perception, or it's all perceived in a certain kind of way. I know that when there's a side of me being an angel, of my body having wings, of that, it's very easily to make a story out of it. To, like, even before the session started, I was a bit irritated. There was some irritation in the body and in the mind. There were thoughts about a situation going on in my life. And I noticed that as soon as I said, just drop the story about it. And as soon as I dropped the story about it, there was no negativity, no irritation. And I realized, there's so much programming in the mind and in the body. And it's constricting. It's keeping you trapped. It's keeping you looped. It's keeping you in a loop. It's keeping you in this predictable way of reacting. It's not about perception or consciousness or love or any of that. I'm really grateful to the facilitators as well. They do such a great job, like setting it up, leading it, whenever there's like two facilitators working on you and you feel them putting pressures on your body and moving up the energy, like, all you have to do is surrender. In the beginning of my sessions, back when I started, there was always this sense of like, give me what I need, give me what I need, give me what I need, give me what I need. And now there's more a sense of, I want to surrender, I want to surrender, I want to surrender, I surrender, I surrender, I am willing, I am willing, I am willing. And as I go into that, the experience itself becomes alive. The process starts and the process lives. And in that, there's activity and there's transformation. Like, there's so much that I could say about it, but honestly, I'm so happy that I did the transpersonal work. And what was funny also, sometimes before the sessions, you can draw an oracle card, like a shaman card, where there's some text, intuitive text about your life situation. And the card that was drawn this time was the child. And it said, you have a second chance to experience life anew. You have a second chance to be joy, to be happy, to be loving. And I really took that to heart, because these last weeks have been confusing, and I truly understand that for the last year and a half, my body was programmed to function in a certain kind of way, and my mind got so used to that functioning that whenever there was an uplifting or a change in that state of being, the mind started to panic, because I don't feel like myself. But now I understand. I have chosen to finally be happy. I have chosen to finally be of service. I've chosen to be an expression of consciousness, to be an expression of love. And I know that I've still got a lot of unconscious material, but every day or every 2-3 days, I'm trying to take one step, just one step, just one step, just one step. Because I realize in the end, it's not about whether I reach something or become something. It's about is there really a pathway in which you become someone better? Or is there a pathway when you totally give yourself up so that you are what you originally were? And for me, my realization is that the true path is where you give yourself up completely to be the original, the real self. Because there and then, all creation, all manifestation, all experience is witnessed, accepted, processed, allowed, and it always flows. There's no hesitation, no stoppages, no regrets, only perception. Anyway, thank you for listening. I'm very glad to be able to talk about this. It was amazing to experience those sounds, to have that visceral experience. It's honestly, it's been so long for me. It's truly made me happy. It made me happy to feel my full expression. Thank you so much, guys. I love you.